Narcissists are masters of manipulation, leaving you questioning your reality and doubting your worth. It's like being trapped in a never-ending storm, where their toxic patterns of behavior erode your confidence and sanity bit by bit. Today, we're not just identifying these toxic traits, we're turning to the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to find strength and resilience. By understanding and applying Stoic principles, we can navigate these turbulent waters with calm and clarity. Let's explore how you can protect your peace, reclaim your power, and rise above the chaos inflicted by narcissistic individuals. Make sure to subscribe and don't skip any part of this video, because what you'll learn today could be the key to transforming your life and breaking free from the grip of narcissism. Understanding narcissism. Narcissism is a term we often hear, but it's crucial to understand its depth and implications. At its core, narcissism is a personality style characterized by grandiosity, a constant need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. It's not just about having a big ego, it's about a pervasive pattern that impacts relationships and interactions on a fundamental level. Imagine someone who always needs to be the center of attention, who cannot tolerate criticism, and who views others merely as tools to be used for their own gain. This is the essence of narcissism. In the realm of clinical psychology, there's a distinction between narcissistic traits and narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. Narcissistic traits might manifest as occasional behaviors where someone seems overly self-centered or manipulative. However, NPD is more severe and involves a long-term pattern of behavior that is inflexible and deeply ingrained. Those with NPD exhibit a chronic and pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a lack of empathy, and a need for excessive admiration, often leading to dysfunctional relationships and significant distress or impairment. From a Stoic perspective, understanding narcissism involves recognizing the nature of these behaviors without letting them disrupt your inner peace. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. As Marcus Aurelius famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means that while we can't change a narcissist's behavior, we can change how we respond to it. One key aspect of narcissism is the lack of empathy. Narcissists struggle to recognize or respect the feelings and needs of others. This can make interactions with them feel one-sided and emotionally draining. In these moments, Stoicism encourages us to cultivate emotional resilience and to understand that their behavior is more about their inner turmoil than anything related to us. By maintaining our composure and not taking their actions personally, we protect our peace and integrity. Another toxic pattern is their sense of grandiosity and entitlement. Narcissists often believe they are superior to others and deserve special treatment. This can manifest in demanding behaviors and an inability to tolerate criticism. Stoicism advises us to practice humility and self-awareness, reminding us that true strength and wisdom come from recognizing our own flaws and working towards self-improvement. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one, Marcus Aurelius advised. This means focusing on our own virtues and actions rather than getting caught up in the narcissist's inflated self-image. Manipulation and gaslighting are also common tactics used by narcissists to maintain control. They may twist the truth, deny their wrongdoings, and make you question your reality. Stoicism teaches us to set clear boundaries and to stay grounded in our own reality. By recognizing these manipulative tactics, we can protect ourselves from their influence and maintain our own sense of truth and stability. The inconsistency and future faking that narcissists engage in, making grand promises they never keep, can be particularly damaging. They create a cycle of hope and disappointment that can leave you feeling destabilized and uncertain. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on our actions and values, not the empty promises of others. By staying true to our own principles and not being swayed by their false assurances, we remain strong and centered. Ultimately, understanding narcissism through the lens of Stoicism means acknowledging these toxic patterns without letting them define or control us. It's about finding the strength within ourselves to navigate these challenging relationships with grace and resilience. By applying Stoic principles, we can maintain our peace, protect our well-being, and continue to grow regardless of the narcissistic behaviors we encounter. Toxic patterns in narcissistic behavior. Narcissistic behavior manifests in a series of toxic patterns that can be deeply damaging to those around them. Understanding these patterns is crucial in identifying and protecting oneself from narcissistic individuals. Let's delve into some of these behaviors and how Stoic philosophy can help us navigate them. One of the most prominent toxic patterns in narcissistic behavior is a profound lack of empathy. Narcissists are often unable to understand or appreciate the feelings and needs of others. This can leave their victims feeling unseen and unheard, as if their emotions don't matter. The Stoic approach here is to cultivate emotional resilience. As Epictetus suggested, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By focusing on our own reactions and maintaining our emotional equilibrium, we can protect ourselves from the emotional neglect and insensitivity of narcissists. Another characteristic behavior is grandiosity and entitlement. Narcissists possess an inflated sense of self-importance, believing that they deserve special treatment and admiration. This can manifest as arrogance, demanding behavior, and an inability to tolerate criticism. Stoicism teaches us to counter this by practicing humility and self-awareness. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears." By not internalizing their sense of superiority and instead focusing on our own virtues and self-improvement, we remain grounded and unshaken by their demands. Manipulation and gaslighting are also key tactics used by narcissists to maintain control over others. Gaslighting involves twisting the truth, denying facts, and making the victim question their reality, which can be incredibly destabilizing. From a Stoic perspective, it is vital to set clear boundaries and stay anchored in our own reality. Seneca advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This means protecting our mental and emotional well-being by surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals and not allowing ourselves to be manipulated. Inconsistency and future faking are common in narcissistic behavior. Narcissists often make grand promises they never intend to keep, creating a cycle of hope and disappointment. This behavior keeps their victims in a state of uncertainty, always waiting for the promised change that never comes. Stoicism encourages us to focus on our own actions and values rather than the empty promises of others. Marcus Aurelius taught, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By maintaining our own standards and not relying on the unreliable assurances of a narcissist, we safeguard our inner peace. Another toxic pattern is emotional exploitation. Narcissists use others to meet their own needs without regard for the impact on those they exploit. They see relationships as transactions, valuing people only for what they can provide. This can leave victims feeling used and depleted. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of integrity and virtue. As Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." By reducing our dependency on the approval and validation of others, we can protect ourselves from being exploited. Narcissists often engage in blame shifting and refusal to take accountability. They rarely accept responsibility for their actions, instead blaming others for their own mistakes and shortcomings. This behavior can make victims feel guilty and responsible for problems that are not their fault. Stoicism teaches us to accept what we cannot change and focus on what we can control. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." By taking responsibility for our own actions and not letting a narcissist's blame affect us, we uphold our own integrity and self-worth. Isolation and alienation are also tactics narcissists use to control their victims. They may try to isolate their victims from friends and family, creating a dependency on the narcissist. This can lead to a sense of loneliness and helplessness. Stoicism encourages us to build and maintain a supportive network. Seneca advised, "Friendship always benefits, love sometimes injures." By fostering healthy relationships and seeking support from those who care about us, we can counteract the isolation imposed by narcissists. Finally, emotional volatility and rage are hallmarks of narcissistic behavior. Narcissists can have explosive reactions when their self-image is threatened, often lashing out in anger. This can be intimidating and frightening for those on the receiving end. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm and composed. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." By not reacting to their rage and maintaining our own calm demeanor, we disarm their attempts to provoke and control us. By understanding these toxic patterns and applying Stoic principles, we can navigate interactions with narcissists more effectively. Stoicism provides a framework for maintaining our peace, integrity, and well-being, regardless of the toxic behaviors we encounter. Signs you're dealing with a narcissist. Identifying the signs of dealing with a narcissist can be challenging, especially when their behavior often leaves you second-guessing yourself. But recognizing these signs is the first step toward protecting your mental and emotional well-being. Let's break down some of the key indicators and see how Stoic principles can help us handle them. One of the most glaring signs is a constant need for admiration. Narcissists crave attention and validation, often going to great lengths to ensure they are the center of attention. They might frequently fish for compliments, exaggerate their achievements, or belittle others to elevate themselves. This relentless need for admiration can be exhausting. From a Stoic perspective, it's crucial to detach from their need for external validation. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By finding contentment within ourselves and not feeding into their demands for constant praise, we can maintain our peace and self-worth. Another common sign is their lack of accountability. Narcissists rarely take responsibility for their actions. Instead, they shift the blame onto others, never admitting to their faults or mistakes. This behavior can make you feel guilty and confused as you start questioning your own actions and decisions. Stoicism advises us to accept what we cannot change and focus on what we can control. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." By upholding our own integrity and not letting their blame affect us, we remain true to our values and sense of self. Narcissists are also known for their emotional volatility and rage. They often have explosive reactions when their self-image is threatened, lashing out in anger to regain control. This can be intimidating and create a sense of fear and instability. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm and composed in the face of such volatility. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." By maintaining our composure and not reacting to their anger, we disarm their attempts to provoke us and keep our inner peace intact. A particularly insidious sign is their tendency to isolate and alienate their victims. Narcissists often try to cut off their victims from friends and family, creating a dependency on the narcissist for emotional support and validation. This isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness and helplessness. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of building and maintaining supportive relationships. Seneca advised, "Friendship always benefits, love sometimes injures." By fostering healthy relationships and seeking support from those who care about us, we can counteract the isolation imposed by narcissists and strengthen our resilience. Manipulation and gaslighting are also telltale signs of narcissistic behavior. Narcissists often twist the truth and deny reality to make you question your own perceptions and memories. This can be deeply destabilizing, leaving you doubting your own sanity. Stoicism teaches us to stay anchored in our own reality and truth. By setting clear boundaries and trusting our own perceptions, we can protect ourselves from their manipulative tactics and maintain our mental stability. Inconsistency and future faking are common in narcissistic behavior. They make grand promises that they never intend to keep, creating a cycle of hope and disappointment. This can leave you constantly on edge, waiting for a change that never comes. Stoicism encourages us to focus on our own actions and values, rather than relying on the unreliable assurances of others. Marcus Aurelius taught, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By maintaining our own standards and not being swayed by their false promises, we safeguard our inner peace. Lastly, narcissists often show a profound lack of empathy. They are unable to truly connect with or understand the feelings of others, which can leave you feeling isolated and invalidated. This lack of empathy is at the core of many of their toxic behaviors. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate emotional resilience and understand that their behavior reflects their own inner struggles, not our worth. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By focusing on our own responses and maintaining our emotional equilibrium, we can protect ourselves from the emotional neglect and insensitivity of narcissists. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards breaking free from the toxic grip of a narcissist. By applying Stoic principles, we can navigate these challenging relationships with grace and resilience, maintaining our peace and integrity in the face of their disruptive behaviors. Dealing with narcissists using Stoic principles. When dealing with narcissists, applying Stoic principles can be incredibly empowering and effective. Stoicism, a philosophy founded in ancient Greece, provides a framework for maintaining inner peace and resilience in the face of external challenges. Here's how you can use Stoic wisdom to navigate interactions with narcissistic individuals. Number 1. Acceptance. The first step is acceptance. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers, taught the importance of accepting reality as it is. Objective judgment now at this very moment. Unselfish action now at this very moment. Willing acceptance now at this very moment of all external events. That's all you need. This means acknowledging the narcissist's behavior without wishing it to be different. Recognize that their actions are a reflection of their inner struggles and not something you can change. This acceptance frees you from the futile cycle of trying to alter their behavior and allows you to focus on what you can control, your reactions and decisions. Number 2. Emotional resilience. Stoicism emphasizes the power of controlling our emotional responses. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When dealing with a narcissist, it's crucial to maintain your composure and not let their actions dictate your emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but rather acknowledging them and choosing how to respond. By practicing emotional resilience, you become a rock in the storm, steady and unshaken by their provocations. This also helps you avoid reacting impulsively, which can often play into the narcissist's manipulative tactics. Number 3. Setting boundaries. Establishing and maintaining boundaries is essential when dealing with narcissists. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This means recognizing the importance of protecting your well-being by setting clear limits on your interactions with toxic individuals. Boundaries can include limiting the time you spend with them, avoiding topics that lead to manipulation, and standing firm in your decisions. Setting boundaries is not about punishment, but about preserving your peace and sanity. It's a way of asserting your value and not allowing others to compromise your emotional health. Number 4. Practicing empathy. While it might seem counterintuitive, practicing empathy can be a powerful tool in dealing with narcissists. Stoicism encourages understanding the motives behind others' actions. Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." By striving to understand the narcissist's struggles, you can gain insight into their behavior without condoning it. This empathy allows you to respond with compassion rather than anger, which can de-escalate conflicts and help you maintain your emotional balance. It also helps in recognizing that their behavior is not a personal attack, but a manifestation of their own inner turmoil. Number 5. Forgiveness and detachment. Stoicism teaches the value of forgiveness, not for the sake of the narcissist, but for your own peace. Epictetus advised, "When you are offended at any man's fault, immediately turn to yourself and reflect in what manner you yourself have erred." Forgiveness in this context is about letting go of anger and resentment that can weigh you down. However, it's important to pair forgiveness with detachment. You can forgive a narcissist without allowing them back into a position where they can hurt you again. Detachment means emotionally distancing yourself from their behavior and not letting it affect your inner peace. Number 6. Focusing on personal growth. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is focusing on personal growth and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Instead of getting caught up in the drama and manipulation of a narcissist's life, direct your attention inward. Cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. Engage in activities that promote your well-being and personal development. By focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, you can build a strong foundation that is less susceptible to the influence of toxic individuals. Number 7. Practicing detachment and understanding impermanence. Marcus Aurelius also spoke about the impermanence of life. All things are only transitory. Recognize that the challenges posed by a narcissist are temporary and will pass. Practicing detachment involves understanding that their behavior does not define your worth or your life's trajectory. By keeping a broader perspective and remembering the transient nature of all things, you can navigate through difficult times with greater ease and confidence. By incorporating these Stoic principles into your interactions with narcissists, you can maintain your inner peace, protect your well-being, and foster personal growth. Stoicism offers a powerful toolkit for handling the challenges posed by toxic individuals, allowing you to remain resilient and centered in the face of adversity. Remember, your strength lies within you, and by embracing the wisdom of Stoicism, you can rise above the chaos inflicted by narcissists. Stay anchored in your values, maintain your inner peace, and continue on your path of personal growth. Thank you for being a part of Stoic Journal. Make sure to check out one of the suggested videos on the screen for more insights and inspiration. See you next time.